fine-looking first-round draft choice out of Ohio State. Has scored a few touchdowns for the Jets in his first 2 games. Already has 4 catches today. And this one, that's a shoulder hit to the midsection. Does not look like an illegal hit there, but just a rough whiplash effect as Wilson's body was going one direction and the Bengals DB the other.
Off the fingertips of Diggs. Needham was back there with others. It'll be 3rd down. Bills offense, first time this season, facing 3rd and 10 or longer coming up.
You said the first time this season?
Yep. How about that? That's amazing.
We're almost at halftime of the 3rd game, and you're saying this is something else. How about it?
Ben Dorsey, who is the offensive coordinator, we just saw him. There's Josh Boyer. They retained him on this staff. He's in his 3rd year, calling the plays for Miami's defense. 3rd and 10. And Allen is not happy with the alignment and the personnel and takes a timeout, and the Bills have one. Miami already has one. And we'll be back to Miami in 30 seconds after this from AT&T.
Okay, TV timeout coming, apparently a quick one. The 30-second timeout there in the Bills game. We can sneak in an Eddie Pinheiro 48-yard field goal. Saints better start getting some offense. We're approaching halftime, and it's a 13-0 lead for Carolina. Jets good update. Garrett Wilson got up and walked off to the sideline under his own power there. So Garrett Wilson back on the sideline, at least for the time being, for the Jets, but without help from the trainers. We've got live action back in Indy coming up on a 2nd and 9.
Frank Reich, hand the ball off, play action, hand the ball off, screen, little jet sweep.
We are back live after the quick timeout. 3rd and long for Josh Allen.
Can get a stop here and get the ball back to their offense before halftime. Otherwise, the Bills are just going to keep marching it down the field.
Crowder in motion, Singletary back there. They get around Brown, but he got away from Ingram. Here he's chased by Sealer downfield and incomplete on the jump ball for Diggs with Howard on him. It's incomplete. It's 4th down.
All right, 4th and 10. You figure that's a punt coming up for the Bills. We'll let you know if it's anything other. Fake handoff to J.K. Dobbins, and Lamar keeps it. Lamar just glides down the field. Special stuff there. That's a 17-yard, easy-breezy first down for Baltimore. Lamar, very active first half here. 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception, 30 rushing yards, 65 throwing yards. Patriots with the lead at home, 10-7. Okay, 4 minutes remaining in the first half there. Quick update here on Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Fake the handoff. Ryan scrambling to his left. Look out! Didn't feel the pass rush until it was too late, and the hand swipe came down. Carlos Dunlap in on that play. It's a fumble and a turnover, and Casey's got it near instant red zone, and now red zone and maybe even 1st and goal, depending on where they spot it. Kansas City.
Game-changing plays. I mean,
Big
2
time.
plays, 2 fumbles, right, by Matt Ryan. The first one, it's just you get surprised off the right. This one, you're not a burner anymore, right? He's not going to outrun. And every time you run to your left, that guy can reach back and get that ball. You need to have that ball tucked inside of your chest. You don't run with it outside as if it's just by itself in one hand.
On first down from just outside the 10. Across the middle they go, and down near the 1-yard line. It's Edwards-Helaire, already has 2 receiving touchdowns on the season, nearly got a 3rd.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire down to about the 1.5. They can still get a first down inside the 1-yard line. Rare circumstance there. Seconds ago in the Jets-Bengals game, 3rd and 12. Flacco picked off. It's the linebacker dropping deep into coverage, Logan Wilson. And Wilson showing like a running back right here, coming back up the side, but this is not running back-esque. The ball gets punched out. It went backwards, and Cincinnati recovered. Okay, we had to cut away from it because the Chiefs went quick. This was a bit of a fire drill here for Kansas City. Look, the ball was on the ground here. But again, the Bengals recovered the fumble, so it's a Joe Flacco interception. Cincinnati has the ball in field goal range in East Rutherford. And what do we got here? A 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning timeout. Bookmark Mahomes and the Chiefs drive. So here, oh no! Oh, they should have had an interception on the next play. Joe Burrow slightly inaccurate on the throw, and the Jets DB had both hands on it, or could have been an interception. Didn't look like it needed to be that great of a play. Oh, he could have pulled it in. But instead, just a heart-racing incompletion for Bengals fans watching that one. Yeah, oh, here was the end of it. Logan Wilson, it looks like a punch-out. It was a punch-out by an offensive lineman. He's not practicing that, I don't think, very often in Monday through Saturday. But right there, good job, and a good job by the Bengals secondary player who came up and recovered the fumble to keep it a Cincinnati possession.
Jets defense trying to hold here. And a whistle stops play just before the ball.
Whistle stops play in the Bengals game. Eagles back inside the red zone, trying to add to their 10-point lead.
I'm so impressed with the way Washington's hanging in there on the defensive side of the ball. Limited numbers. We talked about guys injured, and they have really stood up, all things considered.
If you're in the process, don't throw the flag. I think they've taken away a little bit of that, and they're making you do it when the clock is hitting 0, or at least a lot closer to that.
There's no rule change, but there's a point of emphasis potentially.
But we never heard about it. It just kind of seems to be happening.
3rd and 15. Burrow, soft toss, Chase tricked up. Tried to go airborne at the 25, and Quincy Williams.
Fake to Sanders. Hurts fires to the goal line, and it's deflected away. Bobby McCain had the coverage, picking up big A.J. Brown. And that brings up a 3rd down and 8.
Goes in. They mixed it up this time. Showed pressure, got out of it, and made him throw it underneath.
Evan McPherson had a wild week 1. Opportunities to win the game with an extra point, with a field goal, but backup snapper in there. And it just didn't work out. The overtime loss to Pittsburgh. McPherson has been fantastic, though, in his short career. 43-yarder.
Drifting through. Flushed. And a whistle to blow this play dead. So a timeout called beforehand.
The ball was snapped. Philadelphia.
Coming out of break, out of the 2-minute warning timeout in the Kansas City game. I think they're showing another replay of what seemed to be like a botch play, but it's still a 1st and goal inside the 1.
And there's Edwards-Helaire behind a lot of big bodies. They do not get it across. They actually had Kalen Saunders from the defensive line.
I would take a timeout if you're in Indianapolis, wouldn't you, Jim?
There is a timeout, but trying to make a point here that they brought in as a fullback Saunders. You see 99 here. Look at this.
That's a big guy right there.
Timeout Colts. And in all those bodies, Edwards-Helaire did not.
It's Terry's rule. Speaking of Terry's world, and speaking of watching, we got one right here. Big one.
Trying to communicate through the noise. Hurts, slant, Brown, lunge, touchdown Philadelphia. A.J. Brown snatched it out of the air for the score.
He's just getting the one-on-one on the outside, top of the screen right here, and watch bad errant ball behind him. But like I said, plucking balls
in both Rodney Thomas and Rodney McLeod. Here's the 2nd and goal.
One of the keys is to stop them in the red zone. Get a turnover of Mahomes. That was the key, Gus Bradley, and get stopped in the red zone.
Across the middle, and it's knocked away. But there's a flag in the end zone. Trying to target Kelsey.
This is a huge hold on Kelsey by 44. You saw
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens inside of the 20-yard line on a 2nd and 7 will await the penalty call, which could be a fresh set of downs for KC. Lamar Jackson, back foot throw, jump ball, Mark Andrews, touchdown, his 2nd of the first half. My goodness, what a play by those two playmakers.
Went over McCourty and Jones to haul that one in.
Andrews here going up against Devin McCourty. Lets him get by, goes over the top, chasing it from behind. Just great concentration by Mark Andrews at the point of the catch.
What a play by one of, if not the best tight end in the game. Of course, Travis Kelce will have something to say about that.
Edwards-Helaire slices in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Running behind Tooney.
That's where you saw the cool little play on the shovel to Kelce earlier, right? Now they're going to sprinkle in all this cool-looking stuff and just hand the ball off.
You're going to go for 2.
I like it. It's kind of fun when you're the Chiefs, Jim.
Had all these, you got all these gadget plays from 2 yards out.
You're just playing Madden out here.
And of course, they missed the PAT with Amendola, so they're going to go for 2. Reed is hopeful that Butker could be back as early as next week. So they'll go for 2 from the 2.
Well, in this defense we talked about, I know it's 2-point conversion, but they've given up a touchdown on every red zone drive, so they haven't been great from this position yet this year.
Mahomes buying time, flings it. Kelce, did he have it? They say he broke the plane before the fumble. They say he broke the plane, had the catch. And this crowd is
livid,
insanely upset.
If he makes a football play and it gets past, it's a touchdown even if it comes out. We'll see. He has possession. Oh, he might be short actually, so it's not about a drop. It's a catch, but his knee might be down.
Moving on the field as the receiver controlled the pass with his progress in the end zone. Successful try.
You're looking at the right knee being down. How about when he first caught it? Was it a cross?
Doesn't have possession.
Well, that ball was moving in his hands the entire time. New York will take a look at that, and we'll find out what they call in just a moment. We had a field goal for the Titans. Randy Bullock, 48 yards. Tennessee, 2 touchdowns better than the Raiders, who are in trouble, 0-2. Tua Tagovailoa throwing off his back foot with the rush in his face there. Jalen Waddle makes the catch. Penalty flag comes in, and Tua Tagovailoa was roughed at the end of the release. The pass rusher came on top of him there, and Tagovailoa suffered some type of an injury on this play. We have Teddy Bridgewater in the game right now. Tagovailoa, oh boy, getting up. Oh my goodness, that's an awful, awful sight to see. They will take him to the sideline immediately. Oof. Okay, Tagovailoa, in fact, going up the tunnel into the locker room, and Teddy Bridgewater has come into the game for the time.